The delays and congestion at Perth Airport cause headaches for all commuters. Mining companies complain they lose money when their workers are stranded on the tarmac. Airport management is stuck in the middle, attempting to move an increasing number of planes with just 2 runways. One solution is a new tax to discourage smaller airlines flying at peak times. Jake Sturmer investigates.
Good morning, Mr. Dave. Once again, the pilot and pilot call.
November Tango runway 03, cleared for takeoff. November X-ray Oscar, departure instructions only, cancel seat, maintain runway for 016 degrees.
We've still got showers coming through anyway, so it's like we're going to move the ILS.
Tower safety form coming on Charlie 2, holding short runway 06.
This morning's actually run fairly smoothly. We've had probably no more than 20-minute delays.
Code 3623 from network, request taxi.
It's just simply a lot of aircraft trying to get out of that location in a short period of time.
Foxtrot November Juliet, runway 03, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff runway 03, Foxtrot November Juliet.
We can get severe delays, foggy mornings, it could be in a matter of hours.
A matter of hours is a matter of dollars for mining companies. The problem is, they all want their workers to leave at the same time.
On a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning and afternoon when the fly-in, fly-out operations are moving, it's nothing uncommon for 30 aircraft within the hour to be moving around this terminal space.
Warren Wilkinson is the chief pilot at Sky West, the regional airline servicing much of the resources sector.
60% of the revenue base for Sky West Airlines now is from fly-in, fly-out operations.
Almost $110 million, and for Sky West, congestion is costly.
Our aircraft are in holding patterns up in the sky for half an hour, sometimes waiting to land. Somebody's got to pay for that at the end of the day, and unfortunately it's the operator. It's eating into our margins. We've got aircraft sitting on the ground for up to half an hour to 40 minutes at any one time in the morning waiting to take off, and it's getting now to, I believe, to a critical state where there needs to be change.
If you're flying in and out of Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, there are occasions when you're either your aircraft is slowed to arrive at the airport or you're put in a holding pattern. That happens no more or less at Perth.
Sky West claims the airport has been caught short.
We're in catch-up mode at the moment. As you can see, this new area that's being built here for the last 3 years, we just had the plastic bollards that you can see on the other side there. That was basically would transport our passengers out to the aeroplane through in between the 2 plastic bollards. But of course, in times of rain and extreme weather, they would all get wet, and there wasn't a lot we could do for them. So now, at the moment, they're building this, which will have an undercover area, which will keep all the passengers out of the elements. Now time? A bit behind time.
Could it have been anticipated? Could we have done the developments that we're doing earlier? The challenge is that no one anticipated the rate of growth. Airlines, the resource sector, industry associations, governments, and us as the airport, no one considered that the growth would be as rapid as it has been.
While growth on the ground is measured in months, years and passenger numbers,
November Hotel Alpha ground, taxi via the 600 lane hotel, hold short runway 06.
It's minutes and seconds up here at the tower.
600 lane hotel, hold short 06, November Hotel Alpha.
With planes departing every 3 minutes, that's a lot of aircraft in the sky. Once they leave Perth Airport, they're monitored by the Terminal Control Unit, a nondescript bunker behind the domestic terminal.
Incalf Echo, descend to 4,000. Immediate return for runway 06. Oh, shit, okay.
The bunker controls airspace within a 36-mile radius of Perth, and this morning, a plane has just been forced to turn around shortly after takeoff to make an emergency landing.
X-ray Foxtrot Tango, maintain 3,000, priority traffic.
We've just had an aircraft with a minor technical problem. He's returned for a landing at Perth.
Foxtrot Sierra Lima, descend to 3,000, maybe some delays now, priority traffic.
Okay, copy that, thanks. Okay, they've found some what we call foreign objects on the runway, probably from that last aircraft, so this aircraft's going around now.
Just another delay to an already crowded midweek flight schedule.
So we're running from 11 o'clock, and you can see that there's no slots available in that entire period. So if I continue to scroll down to the bottom of the thing, we finally get our first vacant slot at 1:30 this afternoon.
But it's not just planes bound for mine sites that are crowding Perth's skies. There's been a huge takeoff in demand from beginners wanting to get behind the controls.
Perth's second airport, Jandakot, is also experiencing growing pains, handling on average up to 1,000 flights a day. The nursery for aspiring pilots is working to capacity.
The seat's adjustable as well, so you want to slide forward so you can peak and reach the controls. There's no in-flight movie.
That's good. No lunch?
Yeah, no meal.
Trial flights like this one are designed to introduce beginners to the feeling of flying, something Chief Instructor Trent Robinson is well acquainted with.
Our Force Gate X-ray Jandakot ground taxi to holding point 0, runway 06 left, time 07.
The soaring demand is coming at just the right time. The airline industry is still recovering after being hit hard by the global financial crisis, so any interest is good interest.
And just who are those budding pilots? Many come from the mining industry, but as you can see, anyone can get behind the controls and learn how to fly. We run Learn to Fly seminars every month, and we get a really good cross-section of attendees there from the mining community. And there's quite a few people that get sick of sitting at the back getting flown out, rather be up the front learning how to do it themselves.
Which means more pressure on Jandakot and more pressure on Perth Airport to accommodate the growing demand for airtime. The airport is already planning to implement a tax designed to discourage smaller operators from flying in peak periods.
This peak hour departure is driven by the needs of the resource sector principally, and the more people that we can get out in that period, the better it is for the development of that sector.
Do you expect any backlash from it?
In the discussions that we're having with the airlines about this, and those that are affected the most, they're concerned or in some respects disappointed that they're going to pay more, but they can't escape the logic.
To help ease the congestion, Perth Airport is building a new terminal solely for regional flights, due to be completed by the end of next year. The terminal was expected to be finished by 2010, but the airport says the global financial crisis delayed things. Whatever the outcome, WA regional operators are hoping for changes soon, because some fear they could be cut out of the loop.
The congestion at Perth Airport's making life a little bit harder for the mines to move the people in and out, and I think there will be a large focus on East Coast operations in and out of the mine sites.
It's not unexpected, and it has no bearing on Perth Airport, because even though it may result in a reduction in fly and fly out or a reduction in point-to-point services, you have the expansion of that regional centre generating its own traffic.
So the solution is a work in progress. In the meantime, make sure your tray tables are up, your seat is in the upright position, and be prepared for unscheduled delays.